Good morning. All right, now one thing I did want to address from last week's video is, because I saw a lot of comments about this. When you saw us tidying up the tools and sorting through them on the table, and I know some of you guys that have been in this either during service or working on an aircraft, yes, tool control is a big thing. One thing I do want to make clear is none of those tools came out of the aircraft. We are still really good about not leaving stuff behind in the aircraft. All of those tools came from around the hangar, usually on various workbenches and tables and whatnot, and we just gathered them all up and sorted through them. Now that stuff is starting to move, we're tightening up on the tool control. Yes, it's pretty easy to relax when you know the jet's going to be down for quite some time, which ours has. So yes, we are tightening up the tool control. So just to put that fear aside for you guys, yes. So this is something I want to address and clarify for you guys. He's been taking out all the trash and the trash cans in the hangars. Plus he loves driving the tug, so he's having fun right now. All right, this thing is in our way because there's the ladder to the jet, and so we're gonna get this thing out of the way. Ugh. Neutral. There we go. All right, now we got a lot of progress going on and some significant stuff during the week. So where's she at?
Well, right now we finally got the power problem identified and corrected. We got to put together some more of the, we're finished, the installation of like a couple of the transformer rectifiers, here the circuit rectifiers. But it'll take power. Now that we can get all that secured, we can start, we can put a mule back on it, start finishing up our flight control checks. We get these flight control checks done. I think the next thing we'll do is roll it out and do the engine runs.
Yes.
And then we can make some noise and show everybody, or, what real noise is like. After all, she's nothing but a huge converter. Jet fuel into noise.
Yes.
So we'll be getting her going pretty soon.
That got ground power is huge.
Yeah, that was huge. And then the strut, we got that strut changed out. Still got to put it on jacks and rig that door, but
and that's just to make sure the door is lined up properly, right?
Well, it's got to be when it goes flush. It has to go flush, right?
Right.
Okay. Shins and everything. But I think we might be able to get her going. Knock on wood. She might even do a high-speed taxi check in a month.
Oh,
that'd be great. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, and trust me, cameras will be on board for that event. Oh.
Yes, remember, Phantom Pictures, Phantom Flyers, fantastic, fabulous Phantoms forever.
That's right. Thanks, Al. Yeah, awesome. That was pretty big for us with that ground power thing. So that clears the way for a lot of stuff. But now we got to finish up the install, like you said. So the transformer rectifiers that I put in, they're working, and what we got to do now is I got to put them back in their right spots, bolt them in, and safety wire them down. So put that back together. Most of the aft cockpit's back together. Now we're just Man, I cannot wait. Getting that ground power situation was big. All right, now for you guys, on the subject of engine runs, you guys will be in for a treat once we do bring these out and do the engine runs. What I've learned is our engines are the Dash 15 variety, so they make that classic Phantom howling noise, as I've come to understand it. I've never personally heard that myself, but I know that's the signature sound of the Phantom with the Dash 15 engines that was lost with the 17 engines. So whenever we get to that point, you guys can look forward to that, because I've never heard it before, and I'm kind of looking forward to that myself. Alrighty, so here we are in the back seat, the Wizzo's cockpit, and if you guys remember a while back, we learned that the lift strut for the canopy was leaking. Well, Crew Chief Al came out during the week and got this panel off. So you can see the airlines that come up to lift or lower the strut assembly so the canopy goes up and down. Well, right here, actually, you know, I'll just put the arrow on the screen. So right there is a relief valve of sorts, and that is what is actually leaking on us and dumping out all the air pressure whenever this thing goes up. So that's got to get changed. Thankfully, it's not, we don't think it's the lift strut itself right now, because the source of the air is only coming out of that relief valve. So that's good, so that means we won't have to pull this lift strut out yet, unless it's unless that's not the only source of our leak. All right, so my job now is coming back to these guys. These are the transformer rectifiers, and if you guys watched that electrical video I did for the DCS F4E model, I mentioned the transformer rectifiers. That's these guys, the big giant 28 volt power supplies. They take the power from either ground power or the engine's generators and turn that AC power into DC power off of here. And they're very large. They put out 100 amps each, or can put out up to 100 amps each, I should say. So what I got to do now is take these and put them back in their respective homes. This one's the left hand, that goes down at the bottom and stands upright. This one is our right hand and mounts horizontally right here on this panel. So my task is to put these back and lock wire them in. Woo! That's something fast and loud taking off. Probably one of the F-16s. Fun. Something I just noticed, and before I get to work here, looks like Andy and Steve have both been back here before and left a little graffiti. Who knows when that happens, so, because you can't get to that spot with all the equipment in. So I wonder if that happened during an overhaul or something sometime in this Phantom's life. But that's kind of funny to see. Alright, so earlier in the week, a couple of our guys, I think Crew Chief Al and another one of our guys, came out and installed that AC power box that our electrical guy checked out and on the test bench and verified works. And the really cool part about that is he rolled over the NC8, plugged it in, and after all this stuff was put back in, turned on the external power, and well, let me show you what happened. Here's the video that he sent after he turned the switch on. That's really cool that the jet takes ground power now, and that is because of the AC power box right here. This is the replacement box. That was a bad contactor inside it, so this had to get replaced back in. The miscellaneous relay panel number 3 got put back in, and they hooked everything up and put ground power on the jet, which again, really awesome that is now a thing. So now we gotta put everything back the way it's supposed to go. At this particular moment in time, that's my #1 fan. All right, so poking around in here, I actually removed that transformer rectifier. It's kind of dirty down here, so I'm gonna go find a shop vac and just clean up down here, because once that thing's in there, this area is generally inaccessible. So I'm gonna tidy this up before I put anything in there. That, and I'll poke a light and a mirror around down there, make sure there's nothing that's not supposed to be down there. You know, do a flat check. Yes, big round engine. It's been a while, but oh, never can mistake those going overhead. That's I believe that's Lone Star's T6 Texan. All right, in other news, our ground support vehicle is running again thanks to some hard work by our guys. So this thing actually starts and runs again. Now we're just putting it back together, going through the cooling system and everything. So we'll have this hopefully ready, well, before the air show anyway. But yeah, so we'll have something a lot better and faster to drive than a tug. So awesome. All right, guys, that's all we have this weekend here at the hangar. That's significant progress. Electrical's working, so once I get finished putting it all together up in the cockpits, put all the boxes and stuff back in where they're supposed to go, have that checked and inspected, then we can put power back on it and do the electrical system checkout. Finish that, then she's pretty much ready to do engine runs. So that's coming, and like Crew Chief Al said, hopefully within the month. We'll see. So good things are happening, and yeah, significant progress. All right, so until next time, thank you guys for watching.